Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Wildlands. Wildlands is a multiplayer survival game based around the wildlife. So, from what I've seen so far on this Kickstarter campaign, this game is very similar to Ark, just minus the dinosaurs. So you're kind of taming real animals, which honestly is kind of a cool niche and kind of a different idea. We're not talking about zombies, dinosaurs, futuristic stuff. It just seems like to be a modern twist to Ark, which is really cool. And I really appreciate my buddy Gil kind of bringing this Kickstarter to my attention. So, one thing that did kind of catch my eye, which, just like any Kickstarter, just realize Kickstarter is not always a guaranteed. So, obviously, if you guys watch my video, don't take everything to what I say is, 100% fact. So obviously do your own research and kind of go off of your own gut feelings and feelings. So don't base your whole decision just based off of my video. This is just more of, hey, I found a pretty interesting Kickstarter. You guys might be interested in it. So obviously do your research before you actually pledge. So one of the biggest things that I notice on the pledge is the pledge goal is really small. So according to the Kickstarter, they are from Montreal, Canada. So I'm not sure if this is converted. Let me verify it's converted correct. Okay. So, okay, it is already converted to USD. So right now they're at $7,800 already pledged. And their goal seems to be a little low for especially a 3D open survival game that's multiplayer at 24,000. So I am a little concerned about that, but if we actually go down to the bottom here. So just another thing, it is going to be on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. Switch seems to get the boot on this one, which I don't blame them. This game would probably run terribly on the Switch. But my original thing I was trying to get down here, it is kind of a wordy Kickstarter. So this game started development in 2018. So this game isn't just like, hey, 6 months ago I got a cool idea, let's play, let's get some money. These guys have been pretty much in development since 2018. And if we go looking at their timeline, they're starting to Kickstarter now, and then alpha access, which is Q2 of 2024, which it doesn't seem too crazy if everything that we see so far in the trailer isn't, not all cinematic. If it's actual in-game footage, I'm very confident that Q2 of 2024 alpha access is, seems to be reasonable. But obviously, there could always be delays. You never know. Another pandemic may hit. Hopefully not, but delays are always. They can always pop up. I wouldn't be shocked if this becomes Q3 of 2024. I wouldn't be shocked. But according to this, they got their early access launch Q4 2024, and then full release 2025. I wouldn't be shocked, to be honest, if this even gets delayed to 2026. But just realize, guys, it's a Kickstarter video game. Delays always seem to hit. I've only seen a couple of games on Kickstarter that never got delayed, but most of them, more than 50% of them, seem to get delayed. So I just want to give that kind of like that disclaimer. But let's actually see what this game is all about. So let's dive in and look at the trailer. that was a pretty cool trailer, guys, right? Like, this game seems really, like, it seems really exciting. Like, I'm definitely, it's gotten my attention. But let's look at some of these stretch goals that they got here. So, it looks like their base goal, I'm assuming this is all going to be Canadian dollars. Yeah, this is all Canadian dollars. So, 33K Canadian. So, I want to just bring this up to the devs. When you guys kind of do these things, you might want to base off of USD, because most of the audience that looks at this is going to look at USD, and a lot of converters on the internet tend to focus around USD first as the main currency. Not just saying because US is the best country or the best currency. It's just when it comes to this type of stuff, it might be best to display the USD numbers, but that's just a little nitpick. Maybe it's just because I'm American. Let's see. Stretch goals. We got base goal here at 33K Canadian. And then map enhancements. I wonder what that actually means. But then we got... What is that? Festival decoration. Bug catching. That would be kind of cool. I wonder if the bugs will actually give some type of benefit, or maybe you can. I forget what bug scientists are called, but they dry them out and they pin them on a board. That's pretty cool. And then we got ruins at 150K Canadian. Ooh, a greenhouse system. That's pretty cool. And then monkey civilization. That seems kind of interesting. And then we have electricity. I can see why people might want that. But then we got an ocean biome. And then a skill tree. Okay. Ooh, we got some more down. These guys are good. They're going large here. Underwater housing. Man, this is so like art. Extra customization, in-game biome, animal armor sets, and extra content. They're definitely prepared. I mean, the Kickstarter's still got a little bit of time to cook here, so we got about 25 days left, so we'll see if these higher goals get reached. I'm assuming this extra money is going to help potentially maybe pipeline and speed up the development. Let's see. So the game, Wildlands, is a reimagined survival game inspired by the classics, along or with your friends. Explore a universe revolving around animals, craft hundreds of objects, build and decorate your house, grow crops, befriend animals, and so much more. While retaining the basics that make classic survival games such an enjoyable experience, we are aiming to modernize the genre by blending the most loved features from action, adventure, RPGs, and survival games together. So I'll have all their socials down in the description down below. So if you guys are interested in the game, I'll definitely have the Steam link, and I'll have their Discord, their Twitter. Let's see. The one thing that I'm really excited about is I'm a big multiplayer fan, like multiplayer guy. Like, I love playing with my friends. Like, honestly, that's one of the biggest things when it comes to these 3D games. Like, I like the co-op. That was one thing I really liked about Ark, is being able to play with friends and just being able to build things. And like, let's just say 1 minute, let's say, because I had a buddy that was on the other part of the world and he wasn't able to build the same time as me, but we were able to kind of basically coordinate and build our base. So basically when I'm sleeping, he was up building it, and then vice versa. So it's really cool seeing this co-op. So Wildlands is a fully co-op adventure. You'll be able to join forces with your friends at any time and work together towards your next objective. Explore the Wildlands, tame animals, fight the apex predators. I wonder if the predators are going to be like standard sized lions, or maybe they'll be a little bit bigger. I'm kind of curious. Or maybe there'll be other, like maybe the lions will be just the standard predators, and then the apex ones maybe will be a little bit oversized. Not sure. We'll see if the Kickstarter kind of tells a little bit about that. Or build your house of your dreams, all while being alongside your friends. Okay, create your, basically there's a bunch of different custom settings for physical options. So obviously there's not just a one character meets all. You'll be able to customize it to your liking. It doesn't look like we'll be able to make any like green or purple people. It looks like we're just doing standard human colors here. So it looks like there's 14 regions from the bottom of the ocean. Wow, I can't even talk. Or the depths of dark caves. The Wildlands is a place brimming with natural beauty that will never cease to amaze you. The inside view of a faraway place. So we got airdrop. This huge bird seems to be bringing items from somewhere. Maybe you should go see what it... So this is kind of like the Ark drops, except this is just straight up a bird dropping it in. Okay, creative. So it looks like we get to craft items and cook dozens of recipes using various components found in the Wildlands. So weapons, crafting stations, decorations, building pieces, tools, and many... Okay. Very Ark-like, which honestly gives this type of sandbox something to do there. Hopefully it's not as grindy as Ark. We're trying to get the... what do you call it? Like if you got to get stone and wood where it doesn't take like nearly 24 hours to just, basically gather the resources. So I know that was one of the biggest pains in the ass playing Ark, was getting the resources. By the beach, in the middle of tall trees of the redwood forest, or on top of a mountain, build entirely your house with hundreds of different pieces and customize it to your image with tons of decorations. That's really cool. This is what caught my attention, was this watermill. Is this just purely Oh, no, it's not. It actually produces electricity. That's pretty cool. Automate certain features of your property as well as your crafting stations using electricity coming from renewable energy sources such as watermills and wind turbines. That's pretty cool, actually. This is what really this is kind of what makes this the monster taming part of the game, is the companions. Befriend the wildlife. Your beast will accompany you on your journey and fight by your side. Some may even allow you to ride on top. Dude, classic caveman on top of the lion. That's funny. So it looks like we got some farming. We got a scythe here, or a sickle gathering some wheat. So it looks like we can grow some variety. Looks like we got pumpkins, corn, carrot, wheat, tomato, and much more. Okay, it looks like we can actually self-sustain. Okay. So raising livestock, you may build a coop or a barn. Okay, it's almost like dodo eggs. You're living off the eggs here. Track down animals and hunt them for valuable resources. Hunting isn't an easy task. Animals are fast, and you might need to play it smart. Animals will provide items such as meat, skins, bones, animal fat, fangs, and more. Okay. The Wildlands are also the homes of an expansive variety of aquatic life. Travel across the lands to fish all the species, perhaps even some legendary ones. Legendary fish. That's I know my buddy Gil might like that fishing part. Let's see. And cook delicious meals for you and your friends. Look, fishing from a self-made bridge. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we got the 14 different biomes: the meadow forest, blossom forest, swamp, redwood forest, jungle, savanna, desert, arctic, rocky hills, deadlands, beaches, ice flow, caverns, and ocean. Let's see. Tree of Souls. The Tree of Souls are mystical trees with great power. They seem to have a very strong connection with the Wildlands as well as its residents. Maybe by giving an offering, it will give you something. Ooh. Question is it will exchange it for something physical and give you like experience? That's kind of curious what that actually ends up turning into. So it looks like there's 65 different species of animals. Okay. So that's not too crazy. I'm going to be honest, 65 is still a lot, but realistically in a game like this, 65 is a good starting point. And I don't think they're overreaching on the numbers, because I see some games where they like, oh, there's 400 different monsters in this game. These are fully fleshed out, modeled. They got to have animations. They got to have all this. So 65 seems to be reasonable for this type of game. Obviously, I would like to see more, but with the, according to the Kickstarter here, there's only 6 people. So this is not no AAA studio. So 65 is still a high feat. So I'm happy that it's not overstretched. But still, 65 is still going to be a high goal for these 6 for our 6 devs here. Okay, monkeys are definitely the most civilized animals in the Wildlands. They offer us exchanges. Okay, interesting. Oh, here, apex predators. The strongest creatures among us are found their way into the Wildlands. Squad up with your friends, take arms, and it just looks like just standard strong animals here. A polar bear, a rhino. Yeah, a rhino would probably be a pain in the ass. And a tiger. I think a tiger, I know this sounds really ironic, I think a tiger would actually be the easiest out of polar bear and rhino, because I swear those 2 animals, especially like a polar bear, like you would not expect a polar bear to run over 20 miles an hour. So like that's definitely you're not going to be able to just go up there and do the typical berry strat and just muscle it. You're going to have to be strategic, almost use arrows and play long distance. Or I wonder if there's a way maybe you can like set traps and stuff. So it looks like we got our different tiers. We got early bird, the game, survival pack. So nothing really, crazy here. Obviously, you get a free game key. So limited backer sections. Receive very exclusive digital collectors with Kickstarter. Yeah, I'll put the Kickstarter down in the description so you guys can read up on everything here, because I would be here all day if I read all this. So obviously earlier I said Steam, PlayStation, Xbox. Honestly, this type of game would probably not run very well on the Switch. I'm not surprised, but I am happy that they are going to put this in different languages. So according to them, English will be available in early access, and then it looks like shortly after they'll start updating the game and adding the 9 other languages. So they'll be adding French, Russian, Korean, Japanese, simplifies Chinese, so Spanish, German, and Portuguese. So seems like all my friends around the world are going to be seems like they're going to get their languages. So I got a couple people that speak Portuguese and German and Spanish and some French and some Japanese. So it looks like all my friends will be able to play this in their native language. So our team based in Canada, 6 members. including both permanent ones and remote collaborators from across the globe. Okay, so we got 3 main and then probably like contractors. So why Kickstarter? Our goal is to create the best version of Wildlands. With help of Kickstarter, we would like to create a community of people as passionate as us in order to involve you in the development process. Until now, the development was entirely based on our means. Even if we have the financial capacity to complete the game, there are several features that we would like to add, but for which we do not have the resources, which makes sense. That's why they're coming to us. Wildlands was a dream come true for us, and we would like the project to be exactly as we envisioned. We hope the Kickstarter will help us achieve our stretch goals, such as being able to catch insects or the addition of the in-game bio. As backers, we'll invite you to join the Discord. Just like what I said, in 2008 they started. So if the goal originally... So, like what I was saying earlier, with the pledge goal of being almost 24,500 USD, and the game wasn't touched at all, I would be a little skeptical. But it seems like these guys have been doing the development, and by looking at the trailer, it definitely seems like in-game footage. The only thing I wish the devs would have done was have a playable demo or like a prototype that we can actually kind of play with, just to get an idea of where they're at in development. Because unfortunately, there are other games that have ruined the trust of, at least ruined my trust. And it's really hard to make a really decision, because I feel like some people would back even higher, but they're going to probably back it more of a lower goal, since there's not really a demo or a prototype to actually get their hands on. But that's just my 2 cents there. Unfortunately, there's been too many scammy Kickstarter games that have taken people's money, and it's ruined the experience for, really cool games. Let's see, is there anything else? So, risk and challenges, we've been working on yeah, it looks like they forgot to put Wildlands for a while now. We believe that with the progress we have made and the challenges have already overcome. I wish they would explain what challenge they've already overcome. We would take it without a doubt to complete our project. The only thing that we believe could be a challenge for the future is to develop the game, following the feedback of community, since we've never experienced this kind of situation before. However, we believe that this experience will be exciting, and we will look forward to collaborate with all of you to create a survival game that we all dream of. Yeah, and that's where I think the prototype, having a playable prototype at this stage, would probably even make this game even better for the campaign. But other than that, like, I'm just trying to play both sides here, because I don't want to say, hey, this is the best Kickstarter game ever. There are some questions and some red flags that pop up, but I mean, overall, this seems like a pretty solid Kickstarter campaign. And it really excites me. I'm really a big Ark fan, to be honest. Like, I like survival games. And on top of that, I love monster taming games. And on top of this, I can tame wild animals. Pretty cool. So it kind of checks the box. So like normally on my off time, I would normally like play survival games that aren't typically monster taming, but this totally checks the box. Like, this is something I'm totally into. But yeah, let me know down below how you guys feel about this game. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.